Welcome to Module 4, the 8 closes you can use. In this section, we will present just 8. There's a million different ways to close someone, but you want to have in your pocket, the bullets in your gun, at least 8 closes you can use. And when you're dealing with a prospect, you want to at least try 5, 6, 7 of these before they leave the dealership. Make sure you attempt to close. You can use these closes to help you. We have the reverse close, which we talked about, the Benjamin Franklin close, the reduction to the ridiculous, close on options close, the takeaway close, the calendar close, the scale close, and what would it take close. The reverse close. We talked about this earlier. I'm just going to go through it quickly one more time. It is a favorite of mine, and it is one of the most effective closes you'll use. You have to have tried 2, 3, 4, 5 other closes beforehand. You would have tried a trial close. You would have pitched the person, and you're just not getting them across the line. And then they start saying, you know, I need to go. I have to go talk to my spouse. Or they're still at the desk, but you can't seem to get this across the line. You simply just ask them, what is it that attracted you to this vehicle? What do you love most about this vehicle? What is it that initially got your interest in this vehicle? And then be quiet. Do not say anything after you say that. It is imperative that you ask the question and then you stay silent. And then they will start talking, and they will be giving you a roadmap, a blueprint of how to close them. They're then going to say, well, I really wanted to get the Raptor R because I want to go out in the desert and I want to go off-roading. And it has the extra power, it has the extra clearance, it has a locking differential in the back. It's a second vehicle. I want to go out in the desert on the weekends. I like the extra bed space in the back for the camping gear. But really it's performance off-road, it's just amazing on this vehicle. I was watching the YouTube videos and just phenomenal. Now you have the key information, what the prospect's hottest button is, and now you want to lean into that. And you would then say, yeah, this vehicle, watching it off-road, it blows my mind. I mean, I can't get enough. I like watching it. And then they jump the truck in slow motion. I have so many clients actually who bought this vehicle, gone out in the desert, and they jump the truck right out of the dealership. It's unbelievable. Let me show you a couple of those. Check out this video right here. Off-road, it is the king of the desert. Hands down, king of the desert. And so you lean in that, and you rebuild that excitement and that emotional attachment to the vehicle by hitting on their hot buttons. And then once you have that emotion rebuilt up, you say, why don't we write a quote up for you so you have something in hand? If you want, just put a fully refundable deposit. I will secure this vehicle. I'll put all your options on it. And then you can think about it tonight. No pressure whatsoever. And go back in for the close. So you use the reverse close, find out the HUD buttons, rebuild that emotional attachment to the vehicle, to the product, to the service. And then you go back in for the close and get that deposit. Secure the deal. That is the reverse close. The Benjamin Franklin close. This is one of the oldest closes in the book. It has been delivering results for over 100 years, and maybe it'll keep going for 100 more. And this is the way it goes. You have a prospect. They're on the fence. They're not really there. They are interested, but they have some buyer's anxiety. And then you drop the Benjamin Franklin close like this. You say, when I make decisions, I like to follow the processes of successful businessmen. One of the greatest businessmen of all time was Benjamin Franklin. In fact, he was one of America's first millionaires. He made his fortune before the age of 42, which at his time was almost unheard of. And what he said was one of the reasons of his success was the quality of his decision-making. And he used a very simple process called the Benjamin Franklin decision process. What do you think? Should we try it out? Basically, all he did is super simple. You take a piece of paper, you fold it in half, you put the minuses on one side and the pluses on the other. And then whichever one has more, that's the one that you go for it. Then you take the piece of paper out, you fold it in half. Hopefully you have them already at your desk at this point. And then you start writing out all the pluses for that vehicle for them. Oh, it's got room for the kids. It's got room for the dog. It's able to store a tent in the back. It's got great gas mileage. It has an amazing warranty. It has this service package. Right now, if you buy it, you're going to get the free window tinting, and the phone holder, and you list them all out. And then you say, look, write out what you think the minuses are. He's going to struggle because it took 2 people to list the positives. It's only him alone now listing the minuses, and it is almost no way that he can possibly come up with as many negatives as you have come up with positives, seeing as you are the professional salesperson. You are heavily weighted on the pluses. And then once he's done, you say, well, looks like the decision has made itself, doesn't it? Now go in and close that person. This is the Benjamin Franklin close, and it has been working for over a century. The reduction to the ridiculous close. This is where you have a price objection person saying, 8,000 dirhams is a lot of money. It's more than I wanted to pay and is over my budget. And then you agree with them. You say, yeah, look, when you look at it like that, it is a lot of money. It's 8,000 dirhams. You could spend 8,000 dirhams on a lot of things, but this is not something that's just a purchase for this month. This is something you're buying over 5 years. And when you look at it that way, do you want to have a car you love? Or do you want to go with the one that is cheaper? Okay, fine. It's 8,000 cheaper, but it's not really the one that's the perfect fit for you. Would you pay 8,000 dirhams more for a higher quality product? Especially considering you're going to own this vehicle for 5 years? And over 5 years, that's only about 130 dirhams a month, or 4.5 dirhams a day. It's less than a coffee a day. So would you pay less than a coffee to have the car that you love? It's really not much in the long run when you look at it, because you're financing this anyway over a period of 5 years. It's really nothing. And then sink it, shrink it, and close it. The close on options close. This is a great way to get some closes in early on in your sales process. When you're pitching the vehicle and the individual, he starts to say, well, do you include window tinting? And then you say, look, normally we don't, but if I can get it in, would you like to close on this vehicle today? If I can get it for you, if I can. I'm not saying I can, but if I could get you free window tinting, would you want to close on this today? He says, no, I was just asking. So he's not ready to buy yet. Here you need to go back and double check your qualifying questions. Does the prospect have a genuine need for a new car, or are they just window shopping? If the prospect has a genuine need, then you go back in and keep pitching the vehicle. And you say, look, do you want the upgraded stereo with the subwoofer in the back? Or you're not a music guy? He says, no, I'm a big-time music guy. I want the subwoofer. And you say, look, we have the sports package right now. I have 2 in stock with the fog lights on the front. The sport bumper. It looks super cool. Plus it comes with the upgraded stereo and subwoofer. And right now, we have the Ramadan special with this discount and cash back. If I put it all together for you, and I get you the window tinting and the fog lights, would you want to close today? Go in for the close. And don't be afraid to ask for the close. Options are a very nice, unaggressive way to close, to test where that closing suitability is. How hot is the prospect? Are they ready to close? When they ask for certain options, then you offer those options with the close. The takeaway close. This is like using reverse psychology. For some people, you tell them to go left, and they want to go right. You tell them to stop, and they want to move forward. This close is basically telling the person the opposite of what you want them to do, to get them to do what you want them to do. When you're pitching, you're showing them the vehicles, and then you say, okay, this is our premium car, 900 horsepower. Way too much horsepower for someone like you. You don't need this much horsepower. Nobody needs to go that fast. It's a complete waste. Look, you're much better off in the economy model here. It is better on every single metric. And the only thing this thing offers you is the luxury, the prestige, and the exclusivity. It's over the top with all the leather and the 360 sunroof, and the engine is a killer. It's way too much money, and I don't think it's really for you. Then the person will say, no, actually, I want that. Let me see this car. Now they are fighting you and going the opposite direction of what you suggested. They start closing themselves into it. Using the takeaway is a bit of a more advanced technique, which should be used at the right time. But when you learn how to use a takeaway, it is one of the most powerful things that you can do in a close. The calendar close. You see this with the luxury vehicles all the time. You walk in, they might have one model on the floor, and they'll say, if you want to order this vehicle, it's going to be 8 months. If you don't take it in the next 2 months, then that 8-month window is going to close, and you'll have to wait for our next order, which will be 15 months away. The calendar close is a very common close used in the industry. I think you also have to use it with genuine sincerity, because people are connected. If you are lying, they will find out. If there is genuinely not a delay in ordering the vehicle, you cannot use this close at all. But if there is, use it to your advantage and let them know if they don't buy the current stock, the delays in the next shipment can be huge. Look, if I get your order in right now, I can definitely secure one of the vehicles for you next month. Otherwise, the next shipment is going to be 3 months away. So in total, if you wait 1 month, you're actually going to be delaying yourself 4 months because of how the inventory and the procurement works on this. Did you want it now, or are you okay with waiting 4 months? If the prospect says they need it now, boom, you got your close. The calendar close is a nice way to go in and test how ready and how hot your prospect is to buy. If they have an urgent need, you will close them with the calendar close. The scale close. This one is as simple as it gets. You just tell them out of 10, where are you on this car right now? If he says 8, you ask the money question. What gets you to 10? Then you have something tangible to work with. What are the pieces that are missing? I need the price down by X%. I need this kind of warranty I was looking for. What are the elements? Maybe it's something as simple as a color that you don't have that he wants. Then you can close on those specifics. If the person says, I'm a 4 out of 10 on this vehicle, don't waste any more time on them. They're not interested, and it doesn't fit their need. Move into another prospect. That is the scale close. What would it take? Close. Here, you've pitched the person, you've tried to close them, and they are still in the dealership, but you're not able to get them across the line. This is the nuclear version of the scale close for when the customers dug in. You simply ask them, what would it take to get you home in this vehicle today? And don't say a word. There might be some silence. They may look at you, they may look at the vehicle, don't say a word, and then they're going to drop it. What's stopping them? Is it price? Is it the warranty? Is it the service package? Whatever it is, you're then going to have something tangible to work against. Either you can meet their request, or you can't, or you can negotiate against it, and then you can start to try to put something together for them. If you can't meet their price, you can try to put more value in the deal, but from different ways. But at least now you have something to work with, and you can go for the close. You have completed this section, the 8 closes. To move forward in the course, you need to complete the corresponding test, and only then will you be allowed to take the next and final section.